Companies lose profits because employees are unreliable. That is partially true. Your employees aren't the problem. Your scheduling system is. Late starts, no-shows, overtime surprises, double bookings. These don't only happen because people are careless, but they also happen because your system lets these issues slip through. Most people randomly schedule their employees on shifts and rely upon just their employees for everything to go smooth. But great companies are not just built on good people. They are built on great systems. Your employees come and go, but your system stays with your business. So in this video, with these 10 rules, I'm going to help you understand how to build a good scheduling system for your business. Doesn't matter which software you use, you need to make sure that these systems are in place, and they will automatically help you save time and make more profits. So let's begin with rule 1, shift reminders. Most companies send a reminder a day before the shift. Employee sees it, maybe remembers it, maybe not, and nobody knows until the shift start time, when the client calls, asking where the guard is. And then the chaos begins. This happens because reminders don't ask for confirmation. They just inform. A reminder should ask for confirmation. When you assign a shift, the guard should get a notification showing their shift details, including date, time, and which site they will be going on. Your employees should confirm the shift, and those who don't confirm after repeated reminders, they should be put in a not responding list. This way, you don't have to deal with 100% of your employees. You only deal with a small percentage that are not responding. And slowly encourage these 10% employees to follow the system. When silence is caught early, no-shows drop. Not because employees changed, but because the system stopped ignoring them. All right, that's reminders sorted. Now let's move to rule 2, weekly hours visibility. Most companies find out about overtime at the end of the week, when payroll hits and profits disappear. Why? Because when they assign shifts, they don't see how many hours that guard already has worked. So one guard gets overloaded while others sit idle. The fix is simple. When you're assigning a shift, total weekly hours should be visible right there, not in a report, not after the fact, right when you're making the decision. If someone already has 35 hours and you're about to give them another 10-hour shift, you should see that immediately. Then you can choose someone else who only has 12 hours. The shift still gets covered, but without the overtime bill. That's how you split work fairly. Keep your team happy and catch overtime before it costs you. Okay, so now your employees are showing up. Hours are balanced, but they're still arriving late. Why? That's rule 3, home location matters. A reliable guard gets assigned a morning shift. He leaves on time, tries his best, still arrives late, again. Everyone blames him. But the real problem started much earlier. He was assigned to a site 45 minutes away. Meanwhile, another guard lives just 10 minutes from that site, but he was assigned somewhere much farther. So on paper, the schedule looked fine, but in real life, it was built badly. This happens because companies schedule only based on availability. They do not schedule based on real-world conditions. When scheduling, you should be able to see how far each guard lives from the site. For early morning shifts, distance matters even more, because a 40-minute difference can decide whether someone arrives on time or late. When you assign people closer to the job site, late starts drop. Not because employees changed, but because the assignment started making sense. Shorter travel also means less stress, lower travel cost, and more reliable attendance. Good. Employees show up. Hours are balanced. They arrive on time. But what if you accidentally assign the same person to 2 places at once? That's the silent killer. Rule 4, conflict protection. A guard gets assigned to 2 sites at 9 a.m. He shows up at one, but the other site has nobody. Client calls asking, "Where's the guard?" But you had no idea he was double booked. Why does this happen? Because most systems let you assign the same person twice without any warning. You're busy, you're moving fast, and the system doesn't stop you. The way to prevent this is straightforward. When you're assigning a shift, conflict should show up instantly. Not after you save, not the next day, right there while you're choosing the person. The system should tell you, this person is already assigned somewhere else at this time. Simple, clear, problem solved before it begins. All right, No more double booking. But here's a question. You're assigning someone who's available, but is that person the right fit for that site? That's Rule 5. Choose your site heroes. Most companies assign whoever's available and wonder why performance varies. They don't track who knows which site, so the same mistakes keep happening at the same locations. But think about it. Some guards already know the site, the layout, the routine, the client expectations. At the right site, they perform better, make fewer mistakes, and need less supervision. So the smart approach is this. You should be able to mark preferred guards for each site, and even ban certain guards from specific locations if needed. Maybe one guard had issues at a particular site, or maybe one guard has a great relationship with a specific client. When you're scheduling, preferred guards should show up first. That's how you place people where they already perform best. Performance improves, clients stay happy, and you spend less time managing problems. Now, what if someone calls in sick last minute? You need to fill a shift, fast, but not with just anyone. That's Rule 6, targeted open shifts. You post a shift, the wrong people respond. Now you're filtering through names that don't even qualify. This happens because the shift was visible to everyone, not just the right people. A better way to do this exists. Open shifts should go only to eligible employees, based on their role, location, certifications, or availability. You should be able to set the remaining slots, say only one position available. And you should choose how it gets filled. First come, first pick, where the fastest responder gets it automatically, or approval required, where you review and approve manually. The right person sees it, applies it, and either gets it instantly or waits for your approval. Gap filled, no wasted time, no filtering through 20 unqualified applications. Shifts are getting filled, but are you watching how many hours each person is working? This next one can get you in serious trouble. Rule 7, control employee hours. Some employees have legal restrictions, like students who can only work limited hours, restricted workers on certain visas, and part-timers with caps in their contracts. Schedule them beyond allowed hours, and you're exposed. Fines, audits, lawsuits. But most systems don't stop you. They let you assign freely, and the problem shows up later, sometimes weeks later when it's too late to fix. The system should protect you from this. You should be able to see how many hours each guard has already been scheduled for that week. And when you try to overschedule someone, the system should warn you immediately. Something like, this employee has already been scheduled for 36 hours. Adding this shift will exceed their 40-hour limit. That's how compliance stays tight without extra effort. You don't need to remember every employee's restrictions. The system remembers for you. Now here's something that wastes hours every week, and most people don't even realize it. Rule 8, copy and repeat scheduling. Same sites, same guards, same times, week after week. But most companies rebuild everything from scratch, every single time. Why? Because their system doesn't remember patterns. Think about how much time that wastes. If you have 50 shifts per week and 80% of them stay the same, why are you recreating 50 shifts when you only need to adjust 10? There's a much easier way. You should be able to copy last week's schedule with one click. Apply repeat rules for shifts that happen every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Use templates for different types of weeks. Only the exceptions should need your attention. Everything else should already be done. That's how stable schedules take minutes, not hours. And those saved hours, they go back into growing your business. All right, your schedule is built. But when should your employees see it? Too early, and you create confusion. That's Rule 9, publish with control. This one seems small, but causes real confusion. When guards see schedules too early. You create a shift, and the employee sees it immediately, even though you're still making changes. They plan around wrong info. Then you adjust something, and nobody knows what's final. This happens because most systems publish everything the moment you save. The right way to handle this is different. Your shifts should go to draft first. The guard doesn't see it. No notification goes out. You review, make changes, finalize. Take your time to get it right. And only when you're ready, you hit publish. That's when the guard gets notified. Plans change later? Unpublish, adjust, republish. You stay in control. Your employees see only what's confirmed. No confusion. No, I thought I was working Tuesday problems. Now everything is running smooth. But there's one thing that can shut your business down overnight, and most people don't see it coming. Rule 10, be compliant with licenses, security certifications, safety training, background checks. Any of these expire and you still schedule that employee, you're exposed. One audit, one incident, and it's on you. But most systems don't check. They let you assign anyone, and the risk stays hidden until it's too late. Your system should act as your safety net. Every license should be tracked with expiry dates. And when you try to schedule someone with an expired license, a conflict should show up right there, telling you the license has expired. The system should block the assignment until it's renewed. Plus, you should get reminders 60 days before expiry, not 1 day before, not after it expires. That gives you and your employee enough time to renew without any panic. When your system catches mistakes before they happen, everything runs smoother. Your team stops firefighting. Your employees stop getting blamed for problems they didn't create, and your profits stay where they belong. These are the 10 scheduling systems that every growing security company should have in place. Doesn't matter which software you use. These principles work everywhere. Building all this from scratch, that's hard, but you don't have to. NovaGems already has all 10 systems built in, ready to use. Start your free trial today, or if you want to see it in action first, book a demo with our team.